he has to commit to something. Because as soon as he's jumping, he's committed, right? And looks like we're getting into it. No hand warmers here, and they strike the battlefield. Seems pretty standard.
Yep, pretty good neutral start off here.
I know a lot of Falcons would just go to this stage all the time if they could. I think one of their favorite stages, besides like Dreamland.
One of the measures of a truly good, Falcon player is using the really dynamic range of his up air. Because
I love his up air.
Right.
One of my favorites.
It's amazing. I mean, you see it being used there, knocks him right off the stage, keeps him in hit stun, and he can't
so
even get back. Might have been able to come back off of Firefox or his up B, but not really sure what happened there. He might have still been in hit stun. He was too late.
Yeah, so something we're going to see a lot out of Zoma is that he is immaculate at making someone just pressured into a corner and then getting uncomfortable and taking away all space that they have and then just punishing.
Right.
And you're going to see him getting pushed into a corner a lot, and then Falcon's dash dance range is going to be limited, forcing Falcon to like actually have to commit to something, and then Fox can just eat it up. He'll throw out a back air to stuff his neutral air, a nair, anything really, and then it's just going to be leading off stage.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Like we were talking about.
The up air, man.
Those late up airs, awesome.
Absolutely.
They lead to so much.
They're so quick, and you can out cancel them and do one right after too. So they're so deadly and effective. And it goes back to showing mastery with Captain Falcon is being able to master the up air, because you can send anybody in any direction with that thing. It's almost like Marth. You just hit him with the up air and you can go anywhere you want to.
Yep. And another thing that some Falcons have been implementing recently are those instant up airs. I know certain Falcons even switch to claw just for a second, just to be able to do those instant up airs to catch people on the way up.
Right.
Super good, because then you can lead that into a combo too, or the more up airs.
Yeah, a lot of Falcon tutorials that I've seen in the past few months have always said that you have to, you almost have to have your opponent above you to be able to land a successful up air, but that's not entirely true, because you can do it. You can, both be on the same level. Like if you're on FD, you can both be grounded, and you can just pull the up air a little bit late and L cancel it. And like I said, you can. Like, if you're going to do it late, they're probably going to go into like a cone shape kind of in front of you since it's late. Yeah,
Falcon has that like effect where a lot of his arrows are going to be like the great combo starters. Right. They're going to all lead into something great. And just, I think another thing that we're going to have to look for in this match that's going to be a deciding factor in how well Cynax does against Zoma is how good his edge guards are. How on point is his edge guarding against Fox? Because that is one of the most crucial elements to it. Because if he can't clean up his edge guards, he's probably not going to be able to clean up a whole lot of kills. And Fox is going to be cleaning up his edge guards on him with back air after back air after back air.
Right. You got a Twitch chat over here?
Yeah, I've got Twitch chat right here if you want to take a look. It's just a bunch of people actually now. But
Mega subs.
Yep. Always. They're everywhere. I don't know if I can set that up any better. There you go. We got the chat, boys.
Zoma is zoned in right now. Look at his face, man. He's just
listening to that good music. See if I can guess what he's listening to. He's probably listening to some. Let's see. Definitely not Taylor Swift. He's a Taylor Swift hater.
Is
he? He is. Funny little name, but maybe listening to a little bit of rap, I think.
Right on. I do love me some hip-hop. I definitely appreciate it.
For sure.
Actually, pretty uneven game going in here. If I had to guess, it's probably going to go to the Fox. Unless
the favorite.
The stop. Oh, to the Raptor boost. Oh, up air.
Oh, is he going to get the nut?
Oh, man. This actually might. He's kill percent now. If he can land
that's it. Oh, that was up air. He needed the up air, yeah.
Up air or knee, that would have been.
Knee would have been too slow. He just needed to not get greedy and go straight for the up air. Oh, he needs to go.
He doesn't want to.
It's the edge guarding like we were talking about. If he can't clean up these edge guards, he's not going to clean up the game. Oh my God!
That's going to be the stock. What a comeback!
Cynax takes the game. This is actually huge. So going into this game, Zoma for sure like the favorite because he's actually seed 1 at this tournament. Zoma being seed 1, and I think Cynax probably around like seed 8, something like that. Probably not even that. He's like maybe around 10, outside of 10. Taking the first game on Zoma. This is pretty important. Yeah, power. Talk to Brian. Wow. Okay, so makes me wonder if Brian / Zoma is going to give a second thought to the character selection. Like Sheik.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe the stage was the difference.
Yeah, because the sheep would be able to reset neutral a little bit easier with the needles, and plus the recovery would be just atrocious.
Yeah,
but,
okay, well, we're going back to Fox.
Yep, going to stay Fox.
This is an interesting pick. I saw 2 Foxes today already take Falcon back to taking him to Pokemon. I honestly think this is like not a super awful stage for him. I think a Fountain of Dreams or...
Well, you know, it's Fox. You know, he's
good on a lot of stages, yeah.
Yeah. So you're not really risking a whole lot when you're picking a semi-bad stage. So.
But of the stages, I know Cynax kind of prefers these kinds of stages where he has a lot of room to dash dance. That's one of his things. He needs that space. Falcon in general.
Almost flawlessly takes that first stock from Cynax there.
Yeah. That's something we're going to have to look out for, is if Zoma's going to try and get into a zone, so to speak, and just kind of zone in on these combos. Just flowchart.
Like I said, I'm still a pretty new player, and I'm still trying to understand the concept of flowcharting. But the more I play, the more I am starting to understand it, especially when it comes to me playing Luigi with my combos and everything. It's like it's all starting to like.
Fox is like one of those characters that can like flowchart more than most, because like it's.
Yeah, I mean, more flowchart is more options essentially, right?
Yeah, so flowchart, honestly, I shouldn't be using that word very much because it's like not great and not super accurate. And not something you really want to do, because in a good game, like a really close game, you want to be thinking a lot more. Flowchart really, I think, in my head, kind of applies to the combo game. And Fox has a lot of those against fast followers. He's looking for, if he thinks, like Brian, if he thinks he's the good player here, he just needs to be playing solid and look for his punishes. He needs to get the grab and then do his combos that he knows he can do. Get the shine, get the pressure. But realistically, it's a flowing match. It's going to change as we go on. And
yeah, it's not just
flowchart isn't really the best word.
Yeah, it's not just one strain of events. Trying to go for the knee to the stomp. Doesn't quite work.
Going a little bit backwards. Yeah. He's going to need to just play a little bit patient. He tried to go for a couple reads there that weren't working out. Okay, he's on the ledge.
Yeah, something I don't see very many Falcon players taking advantage of these days is like when you saw there when he's getting pressured on the ledge, is Falcon can actually
backstashing.
No, he can ledge drop into up air, and then like we said, the up air is super powerful, so it can knock him back to give him enough space to get back on the ledge. And I haven't seen any Falcons doing that recently, or even today for that matter.
Something you want to be careful though of, because it's like not the most safe thing. Something that Brian or Zoma always good at. He's one of the best dash dancers in the scene, honestly. Like, he has one of the best just baiting games. He'll wait for you to make that mistake. So he's going to want to use it sparingly, because I know Zoma will be looking for that dash dance grab.
A good short in there to get back on ledge there. You're going to have to play it pretty defensively here. It's kind of hard to do as Captain Falcon. You kind of just got to go balls to the wall with him. At
this point, transformation's coming up. The lead's pretty huge, and this kind of stuff is going to happen.
Doesn't get trapped in the pit with the shine, because I know that's a pretty bad situation.
Pretty game over.
Yeah. Happened to me a few times today myself.
But I think
is this it? No.
I'm more of the type of player like right about now. I'm already starting thinking about my next match.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to put this one behind me and think about my strategy for the next one. What did I do wrong? What can I do better?
Yeah, absolutely.
What new things can I implement?
Because in a lot of these matches with certain picks, you reach a point of no return, and you kind of just have to be like, okay, well, I'm taking the L on this one, so let me try to get geared into the next one.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what you have to do sometimes.
That's the way I kind of think about it. Some players are different. They always want to go all out no matter what, even if they
never give up mentality.
Yeah. I'm more of the use all information I can, keep it to myself, and use it for the next game. Oof, the running shine.
Yeah, quick shine.
One of my favorite things from Fox is just that extra tool of just running up.
Overpowered shine.
Yeah, just running into him though. It's like it beats crouch cancel, it beats running away, and it's pretty safe. It's such a good tool in neutral. The only thing you have to just call it out if you know he's running up to you. He's not going to be running with a hitbox, so Cynax going to have to really just do more of those, like...
Oh, almost dunked, but not
Randall
quite.
was almost there for him.
Yeah, he reads the option quick enough and makes a recovery out of it.
I want to see more retreating / in-place nairs from Cynax to kind of, like, catch some of these approaches that Zoma's coming in with. one of Falcon's best tools to like stop that kind of stuff. Like right there. See, that's very good.
Right. Yeah. The neutral air kind of stopping him from
not running into it, because something he likes to a lot of Falcons do is they just fly in with those neutral airs.
Good back air there. Oh, great edge guarding right there.
Absolutely.
Lands the back air, and then he comes back and lands the knee. That was great timing.
Yeah, Drawn in the chat.
And yeah.
Noticing the very interesting counter-picking situation from Tuscaloosa today in players. Icy's counter-picking to Battlefield and Falcon's counter-picking to Yoshi's. I think this is one of Falcon's worst stages.
Probably.
I think it's just too crucial for him to have that space, especially against a character like Fox. Like his dash dance, and he's just going to get suffocated so easily in neutral.
Falcon, can he wall jump? Is that a thing?
Yeah, Falcon can wall jump.
Okay, so well, I mean that's something you got going for you. Is if you manage to get underneath, if you're trying to recover and you get underneath the stage, you can always wall jump to get back, and that's another option. But is it viable? Kind of depends. Just another option to consider. But when you're going for something, you really got to scrape the bottom of the barrel for how many options you have. Sometimes, especially in a given situation, you might not have all the options. Great freaking up air right there.
Yeah, okay, see, we need to see that. Like the last games that he's been losing, those edge guards were not on point for him.
Falcon taking a quick trip to the moon.
And we're blasting off again, huh?
Yeah. No Team Rocket.
That's another thing he could be doing. Those retreating down airs can catch something. A little bit more of a hard read, but a lot more reward if he hits it.
Yeah, these tech chase grabs are just
grab
a little bit too much. Yeah, he's getting up there in the percentage department. Yeah. Yeah, all he has to do is edge guard. Doesn't quite make it on that one. Thanks for the bottom platforms there.
Jab.
Oh, yeah.
That jab is so frustrating. You try and finally come in on Fox, you get jabbed. But good stuff to Zoma. He takes it. That was winner's corners. Zoma moves on to winner's semis. Hopefully we'll see Cynax later.